guys, Tyler Cook here, Success Engine's Premier Assistant. And recently I've been getting a lot of questions about bounces. And maybe you've had the same question. Maybe you've been looking in the campaign builder or you've been looking at your broadcast reports and seen a little metric called bounces, and then looked a little deeper and seen that there's hard bounces and soft bounces, and then asked yourself, what the heck is a bounce? And what's the difference between a hard bounce and a soft bounce? So today I wanted to quickly cover this with you and explain why you should be staying on top of this metric and what the difference between a hard bounce and a soft bounce is. So first of all, a bounce just means that your email wasn't delivered to the recipient. And a hard bounce is a little more permanent and a soft bounce is less permanent. So a hard bounce could be happening for a couple of different reasons. The most common being the email address could potentially be fake, the domain doesn't exist, or even their email server isn't accepting emails. For each of those reasons, there's not a whole lot that you can do to fix it. You can't fix their server if the domain doesn't exist or their email address is fake. Like I said, there's not a whole lot that you can do. So what a lot of people will do in this case is they will delete those contacts off of their email list just to maintain some good list hygiene. And a word of caution, if that's what you're going to be doing, is make sure that before you delete any contacts out of your CRM, that you've exported any important information that you need with that contact, so that you're not deleting anything that you might need in the future. Again, a hard bounce could be happening for a few different reasons. The domain name doesn't exist, email address is fake, or their server isn't accepting emails. Now, a soft bounce, like I said earlier, is less permanent. A soft bounce could be happening because maybe an attachment you're trying to send is too big, or their inbox is too full. For each of those reasons, your email could be denied deliverability. Now, Infusionsoft will recognize the difference between a hard bounce and a soft bounce, and if it happens to be a soft bounce, Infusionsoft will actually try to send that email a few more times. After it tries to send a few more times, it'll recognize that that email just isn't getting delivered and will stop trying to deliver that particular email. The reason why that's important is this will protect your sender reputation, and if you want to have good deliverability rates, you want to have a good sender reputation. One metric to keep in mind, or one percentage to keep in mind, is when you're looking at bounce rates, you want to keep it right around 2% or under. Anything over 2% and you might start to see other deliverability issues. So now that I've explained the difference between a hard bounce and a soft bounce, what can you do about it? There's 3 things that you can do that will really help you maintain a good sender reputation. Number 1, use a double opt-in. A double opt-in is when somebody initially opts in to receive your content. Infusionsoft will immediately send them an email asking them to click here and confirm your email address. And that does 2 things for you. 1 is it verifies the email is valid, and 2, it double confirms the person or subscriber really wants your content. So bonus and bonus for using the double opt-in. The second thing you can do is maintain good list hygiene. So frequently go through and clean up your list. Make sure that people are engaging with you, and if you see people that have invalid email addresses or have opted out, feel free to delete those contacts off of your CRM. Again, word of caution, make sure that you're keeping all important information in your CRM or exporting it before deleting contacts. And the third thing you can do is stay on top of your email statistics. If you are staying on top of your email statistics and you're noticing emails that are bouncing regularly, go ahead and reach out to those clients if you have their other contact information and ask them to update their contact or their contact information. If you're doing those 3 things, using double opt-ins, maintaining good list hygiene, and keeping track of your email stats, I wouldn't worry too much about bouncing, but that's the difference between a soft bounce and a hard bounce. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us over here at Success Engine. And as always, have fun with your marketing.